are back. Great crowd tonight, Sid. Great crowd. Our next guest is a nationally touring comedian, a good friend of mine, a very funny man. You've heard him on Sirius XM Radio, and you've seen him on TBS. Now, please welcome Mr. Herbie Gill.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. It's cool to be here, although I'm incredibly uncomfortable. Like, Johnny, I don't know how you tell jokes in a suit. I can't do it. Like every time I do, none of my friends are used to seeing me in a suit, but the weird thing is none of them ever think I'm coming from work when they see me in a suit, ever. They always go, "Hey, Herbie, what's the special occasion?" I'm like, no special occasion. I had something earlier. I don't mean to brag, but I was found not guilty. You know, it works out. It works out nice. I don't know if, what do you call people from Charlotte? Charlatans? That's fine with me. I don't know if you guys know, but I think they're finally making it illegal for you guys to talk on cell phones while you're driving here. Like, they already did it back where I'm from, but they're trying to make it a national law with insurance where if you get into an accident and the other person is on a cell phone during that accident, by law, automatically, it's their fault. Yeah. And people that talk on cell phones while they're driving, they don't even know these laws are being made against them. So whenever I'm driving through the city and I see anybody driving while they're talking on the cell phone, I just hit them. Just hit them. To be honest, I really don't care if you're driving the car or not at the time. I mean, why is that my problem all of a sudden? I have seen commercials all over the South for cops having to give you a ticket if you're found texting while you're driving, which is probably a good idea, but cops are overzealous. I got pulled over a couple months ago by some cop all excited because he thought he busted me. Said, "Son, the reason I'm pulling you over is I don't know if you know this, but we have this law that says if we find you texting while you're driving, we have to give you a ticket." I said, "Let me stop you right there, because I was not text messaging while I was driving. Who does that? That is dangerous." I was not text messaging while I was driving, okay? I was on Facebook. So why don't you just looking up the rhododendron queen? You know how that goes. So. I hear that we're going to have more and more laws like that as the years progress, but then I remember we only have 1 year left, so who cares, right? 2012, you guys excited about 2012? Yeah! But you probably don't think the world's going to end. There's people all over this country that are scared the world is going to end in 2012. I hope the world ends in 2012, to be honest with you. Let me explain something to you. I am in debt. If the world doesn't end in 2012, I am so screwed. You have no idea. I wrote Sally Mae a post-dated check. I want to have that phone conversation with them like, "Hey, Sally Mae, I know I said I was going to pay all my back tuition, but I was kind of counting on being decapitated by a ghost from Apocalypto. I'm sorry about that." You see that movie? You want to see, like, if that's a reality, 2012? That movie was horrible. You mean to tell me there's no New York and Danny Glover's president? Whatever. I'll take my chances on the street. Anyway, I got to get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me. My name is Herbie Gill. Nice to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Great job. Come on over, Thomas.
Let's give him time to get over here.
Great job. Great job. Herbie Gill! Oh, Herbie. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you.
I've known you for over a decade. We've worked on the road so many times. As a matter of fact, you came by the house a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
So you could borrow a suit.
Yeah, well, Men's Warehouse was closed, so what am I supposed to do? But yeah, but I've never, like, I just met Orion for the first time and the dogs. And
Orion is my son. Yeah. So, yes, I just met him for the first time.
Yeah. In the same pen as the dogs.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad you have dogs, though. I don't really like cats.
I have two dogs. I have Bishop and Starbuck because my wife and I are nerds. Yeah.
Dogs are cool things to have, though. Like, I can't stand cats. I figure
What's wrong with cats?
if I'm going to spend that much money on something that every time I come home is going to ignore me and treat me like crap, I could get a girlfriend or a kid. I really don't need that.
Well, it was a great show, and you're touring all over the country, right? You're a road dog. By the time this airs, you'll be playing someplace fantastic, I'm sure.
Last week I was playing in a sushi bar. And
wow.
I think I'll be playing at a bar mitzvah next week, so you never know. Like, I hear
hang in there. You'll make it to the bar mitzvah circuit.
Absolutely.
But if people want to come out and see your shows live, where can they find you?
You can go to herbiegill.com, or you could Google search me. I am also on JDate, eHarmony, cars.com, whatever way you can find me. I'm pretty much everywhere if you need to find me.
All right, so that website is herbiegill.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Herbie Gill. Nice job, Herbie. We'll be right back.